Joining us now to further discuss Iran's decision is Dr. Aniseh Bassiri Tabrizi. She is a Middle East security expert and a research fellow at the Royal United Services Institute think tank. Thanks so much for being with us. Now, Rouhani didn't announce a full withdrawal as the U.S. did a year ago. Why do you think they didn't? What does it say that this is only a partial withdrawal?
Well, both the timing and the measures announced by Iran indicate that they don't want any confrontation. They don't want the full withdrawal from the nuclear deal. They still are hoping to resolve this issue and to maintain their compliance through the JCPOA. However, the fact that after 1 year since the U.S. withdrew from the nuclear deal, the Iranians really didn't get the benefits that they were hoping for. Since May of last year, May 2018, they made it very clear that they would remain parties to the nuclear deal, even if the U.S. withdrew from it, if the remaining parties somehow compensated for the U.S. withdrawal. And that entailed mainly two things. One is the fact that Iran wanted to maintain its oil export, and the second, the fact that Iran wanted to continue to have access to global financial institutions, especially after the May 2nd decision by the U.S. to suspend the oil exemption. The Iranians are faced with the situation in which they are no longer able to export oil to the desired level. In fact, probably not at all. And therefore, the decision by the Iranians seems to be a consequence mainly of that. At the same time, the fact that they gave 60 days time to the remaining parties to somehow compensate for the U.S. withdrawal and therefore to address the issue, particularly in the financial and oil sector, indicate that the Iranians still want to be solving this issue with the remaining parties.
Now, relations between Washington and Tehran have been tense for a long time now, but do you think that this could push the confrontation into new and potentially dangerous territory?
It's not the nuclear issue in itself that is going to be the triggering point. We know that the issue of the JCPOA was something that the Trump administration wanted to deal with since the very beginning, when President Trump was talking about the Iran deal being a bad deal, and therefore started the process of first the decertification and then withdrawal from the nuclear deal. But we also know that all these measures were coupled with pressure on Iran on other dossiers, on regional issues, and on the alliance between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia and Israel in particular. So I think if we are going to see escalation between the two sides, this is more likely to happen as a consequence of situation and developments in the region rather than on the deal in itself. Of course, the fact that the nuclear issue, which was one, if not the only issue on which a solution was found, is now quickly unraveling, doesn't make things easier.
Dr. Aniseh Bassiri Tabrizi, thank you so much for your analysis.